Outriders is a game from Square Enix. It's a looter shooter that is similar to Destiny and in some extent to the Division series. Marketing makes the game look like the second coming of Destiny 1 or Division 1. Something new, something fresh to the genre that you were waiting for. But the actual game is f***ing trash. And yeah, that's an opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, and you usually like only your own. Here's the 3 worst things about Outriders. Number 3. Bugs. I mean, where do you even begin with the bugs in this game? Getting the game to function on, let's say, a weird monitor setup. I have a smaller monitor and a larger monitor. My smaller monitor being my main monitor and whatever. I'm boring you with the details. Getting that to work with the game was a horrible experience. Especially when the game starts to ask for HDR capabilities from the monitor while not displaying an HDR image. Seemingly bricks the firmware of the monitor to think that it's an HDR monitor. Then, once you get the game actually started, you get to log into Square Enix, if you have a login. Or in my case, you have to set up Square Enix login. That's the method nowadays where game developers or game publishers want you to log in so you can share your information with them and so on and so forth. And there's probably some laws that require them to get your consent on stuff. But the setup process was horrible. It might have been that it was the launch weekend that their servers were horrible, but still, getting an email, getting the password, setting up the link between the Steam and the Square Enix one was a hassle. It's almost like when you were setting up Origin for the first time in 2000 something, I think. Didn't get to the game. The first town where you link up with your mates and where you spend a lot of your time in the demo at least, you start to immerse yourself with the world. Or you would, if fucking NPCs didn't bug the out of everywhere. They float in the air, push you out of the way, are basically NPCs from 5, 10, 12 years ago. Like the biggest bug, or I don't know if it's a feature or something, was getting stuck in the geometry and on other players. Your person needs a path 3 times the size of you to walk anywhere. And if anything is in your way, you're stuck. And with the friends like mine, that means that you're gonna get griefed the out if you happen to go into a corner. You cannot move anywhere from there. You're going to be stuck there for days. Number 2. AI. Basically the bots in the game. Thing you're gonna be shooting at the whole game. The one that you're gonna be paying attention. This could be considered a bug, but the AI was so horrible in the game that it deserves its own mention. It really takes you out of the experience how bad the fucking AI is in this game. What's so egregious about this is that the soldiers will pick one person on your team and will focus on that single target and will keep on focusing on that target. Whatever happens around them or to them. You can literally take a knife and backstab them, and they still go back to shooting the original target like nothing happened. Even the bosses, mini-bosses, do the same thing. It gets so bad that you can go in the middle of a firefight, go into the middle of the enemy team, and start shooting your own teammates without taking a single point of damage. It's very horrible. Especially that you can stand next to a mini-boss unloading clip after clip after clip after clip of AR ammo without them even noticing you. It's fucked up. That makes me so fucking angry. Number 1. It's boring. I mean, this is the most subjective thing, and it's hard to pinpoint a single reason for the boredom. Looter shooters in their core should be dopamine machines. They should progress you to a tense firefight, to a dopamine rush at the end where you get the items you get. But the dopamine in Outriders just isn't there. You're not gonna get your dopamine rush this way. It also has to do with the thing that everything in this game is kind of, it's not bad, but it surely isn't good. It's an accumulation of the small things that you see throughout the game. The inventory system is a copy of Destiny, but still it's a horrible mess. The before mentioned bugs, the AI, with horrible loading zones after every little thing take you out of the experience. The skills lack flair, and the gunplay doesn't have any of the oomph or interest that other looter shooters have. When you shoot a sniper in Destiny, you really feel like you're shooting it. I mean, you can go and play Warframe, that is much more enjoyable game than this. Like, why would you ever pick this up? As said, these are subjective opinions, but thankfully Square has provided a demo of the game where you can go and check it out for yourself and make your opinions on yourself. But for me, the Outriders is a out of 10. Goodbye.